All right, so somehow it completely escaped my attention that tonight is Mardi Gras and it's already like 8:40, so I'm going to make this quick and then take a shower and get ready to head out cuz I feel like having some fun tonight. So what I want to talk about with this video is motivation and specifically where your motivation should come from and what it should be attached to. The biggest mistake I see people making with motivation, other than just over relying on it in general, so maybe the second biggest mistake I see people making is getting all their motivation from the end result. Meaning, if your goal is to lose fat, you feel really good and motivated when you see the scale weight go down, when your waist gets smaller. And then the moment you stop getting that, the moment, your waist size goes up a quarter inch from one day to the next, or, the scale weight doesn't change for a week, you lose motivation. That is not where successful people get their motivation from. People who succeed at anything tend to get their motivation from following the process, not just from getting the end result. Meaning that in fitness, your motivation should come not from losing fat and gaining muscle, but from completing your workouts and eating according to your diet. So when I complete a gym workout, I feel really good about myself, regardless of whether I've gained any noticeable amount of muscle, which I haven't, because that doesn't happen on a day-to-day basis. I feel good about having followed the system. And likewise, in my business, I feel good about doing the work. Like, I'm going to feel really good about finishing this video, even though nobody really watches my vlogs yet. Like, my last few vlogs after the first one have like less than 10 views so far. But that's okay. It's not the money or even the viewership that motivates me. It's the fact of getting the work done, because I made my plan up front to do the work. I know that if I do the work, the results will come. And having made that plan and being confident that it'll work, I then shift my focus on a day-to-day basis from the end result to the process. And all my motivation comes from the process. So I feel great when I do the work, and I get down on myself when I don't do the work, but I don't get down on myself for the results. I don't get down on myself for the fact that my vlogs don't have a lot of viewers yet. I know that'll come. And I don't get upset with myself, if the scale doesn't move in the direction I want it to on a day-to-day basis. Now, on a month-to-month basis, that's a little different story. Every once in a while I poke my head up and I do look at the end results. But for the most part, it's nose to the grindstone and focus on the process. And one of the keys to even be able to do that is you have to be actually aware of how well you're following the process and, hopefully keeping some records of it. So if you're not doing it already, keep a food log of what you're eating, preferably a photo one. Just snap a photo of every meal you eat for a while and get a fitness app and use it to record all your workouts so that you can actually see how much progress you're making, because strength will tends to increase a bit more consistently than muscle mass does. And then on the fat loss side of things, you really can't meaningfully measure fat loss on a day-to-day basis. Like on a month-to-month basis, usually you can, but day-to-day, water weight fluctuations will totally outweigh the small amount of fat that you lose in one day. So I tell most people, don't even bother weighing yourself, more than once a week, maybe even once a month. Just focus on the process and feel good about yourself when you follow it. Like, actually celebrate when you complete a workout. Celebrate when you eat like a healthy meal. And if you learn to love the process and allow yourself to feel good about it, the results will come. And you'll also learn to enjoy things a lot more, because frankly, the long-term results don't give you any kind of instant gratification. The process does. So when you learn to love to get your motivation from the process, everything becomes a hell of a lot more fun. Like, even after just 1 week of vlogging, I'm starting to enjoy it because I've already learned to love the process of doing it, and I'm gonna feel so good when I finish this video and upload it to YouTube in like 10 seconds. So set your goals, set your process, and then get all of your motivation from doing the work and not just from getting the results.